The following program is brought to you by Mogul TV. Previously on the Moguls Dallas.
Yes, sir.
Who said the tables of cash?
Yes, we're not a. Yes.
Why just ask them how they cute?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you asked me. I'm not over that.
Well, I asked you who set them
And I'm who? I'm Madam Mogul, and I'm here to be cute tonight. I'm not here to answer questions.
I asked you a question. Did you? But you answered it.
I did.
That's what matters.
Point matters. Okay. Have a great day.
So, ladies, if they cannot do one foot in front of the other, it's best just to put your feet close. I walk one front of the
Oh, you sure is right, Nisa. I said, Mama, don't believe her. I ain't been racing your car. Yeah, you been racing it. And she was looking for something. She had the cordless phone in her hand. And then when cordless phone was big, come here, you son of a wow.
I'm the leader of the new school of business. Get on my level or get out of my way.
Taking care of business is what I do. I'm more than a name. I'm an enterprise.
I'm the aficionado of glam and lover of all things fashionable and fabulous.
I am Madam Mogul. I don't strive for perfection. I perfected it.
Kings and kingdoms were modeled after me. Even Zeus had a streak of jealousy.
I'm a plus-size diva on a mission. Don't let the size fool you, honey. It's all fabulous.
What I would like to do though is about 30 minutes before we get ready to end at 9:30, since we have 23 flowers, we will take a donation for Susan G. Coleman.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Give whatever you would like to give, bring it up here to the table, and you're welcome to take a flower home with you.
That'll be
You
nice.
take the whole arrangement.
Yeah, that'll be good. I like that idea.
Or give a donation. We don't just like to say for
But wait,
Susan G.
so
Coleman.
I want to know, where the hell is Tanisha?
I don't know. You're hey, guess what, y'all? This part I was responsible for. Chickadee and Moguls was not what I was supposed to do.
So I'm trying to figure that out.
What you call it?
I don't know.
That's what I don't know where she is.
I don't know. I'm serious.
Y'all ain't talked to her?
I mean, I talked to her
I
last night.
personally have not spoke to her. I've been on the busy. But
You talked to her?
I talked to her last night, and I talked to her for a long time. But I think she kind of got her chips on her shoulder, and I'm like, look, it is what it is. We're gonna keep it moving.
It turned to be L-O-V-E. I was your man, so
You doing it,
found a way to be biased.
My thoughts on Tanisha coming to the Moguls For The Cure, honey, that girl could have stayed at home because she really didn't put in much. She's my girl, let me throw that out there. But really, she could have stayed at home, looking all fabulous. She kind of stayed at home.
Frankly, I think Tanisha should have just stayed at home versus arriving at Moguls For The Cure. Why arrive when you did not partake in the efforts that it took to pull it off? Why? Girl.
I know the other moguls felt like Tanisha shouldn't have shown up to Moguls For The Cure, but I did actually have a conversation with Tanisha, and I encouraged her to come. Why? Because that's the kind of person I am. I know Tanisha would have you all believe that I'm a bully, and I'm mean, and I'm this, and I'm that. No, I am direct and I am firm, but I still have a heart. And my thoughts were, you know, she's already been putting it out there that she's a part of this, so it would look pretty bad if she didn't show up to the event. Now, granted, Tanisha didn't do I think I've made that abundantly clear. However, I still felt like Tanisha should have come and be there. So yes, I did tell her I think she should come.
Used to be, best of all friends. It turned to be L-O-V-E. I was your man, so you found a way to be by your side through the ends.
You come down just a little bit, so y'all can all be in the square. You don't want to be outside of that stuff, all over the ceiling. A little bit, so you don't be on.
Somebody call.
Girl said that you can't stand I can't wait to slow down a minute and talk it out. I've been.
Now, our photographer, Bilal, he was really, really good. I really liked the pictures that he captured for us that night. However, Bilal was giving some of my guests too much. And I'm like, Bilal, honey, you're not here to run the show. That's what we're here to do. I need you to back that up and give us 50 feet because you're doing too much. But your pictures were great, but you were giving us too much. Find your chair, find a seat.
A peach Bellini.
Now listen, Majestic Bartending, they are on point. Those drinks are popping. And I do have to give a little side note of kudos to my girl Cass. Because Cass and Butler Beverages, they did their thing on that frozen drink. It was the bomb. I mean, it was a hit at the event. Everybody, all the guests were going on and on about their drink. So Cass, I have to give it to you. Those Butler Beverages were off the chain. Very good job.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna say, Tanisha, thanks for all these extra gray hairs you contributed to my head because you and your and thank you, Jay Shell. It was a bit frustrating, but we got through it. Yeah.
You're not gonna eat that. I don't even know how you cooked it up.
It says a Caesar salad.
You want Caesar salad?
I'm gonna eat
You don't like the kind of Caesar salad eating
Well, I
person.
want some regular food. What is it? Girl, that's a broccoli. I don't eat that.
That's the broccoli top right there.
Y'all ain't got no collard greens.
This some great.
That's the catering.
Y'all ain't got no black folk food.
You can't take some people.
You got no fried chicken. No smothered pork chop. Girl, they ain't got no smothered pork chop.
Tomorrow we will.
Y'all got some mashed potatoes.
Bring the tarts.
Well, what is this? Tell me what you got.
You told me appetizing food. I just want to say you was open casket sharp. You heard me?
Baby, I said I was gonna be sharper than Sadie was when Dick died.
When Dick died, I know that one now. Get your phone.
Look, let me tell you. I haven't worn this suit since April, Mother's Day.
When Dick died.
And I had to squeeze my big ass in here. I said, oh, I'm gonna have to push that plate away, Rest. Appreciate the only one that's got to do it.
Let me see it. Move your coat back.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
This Chef Ashanti, Chef in Heels that Cass hired, I wanted to look at Cass like, now you say you've been an event planner for 20 years and you brought this damn hot mess train wreck of a caterer to our event. Let me tell you what the food was like. First of all, she brought it in 10 pans. I mean, what the am I at? A backyard barbecue? This was horrible. Then some of the food that was supposed to be hot was cold. The food that was supposed to be cold was lukewarm. It was terrible. It was terrible. There was no presentation, no garnishments, no nice setup, no table dress, no nothing. She put 10 pans out on a bare table and it looked a mess. And it was horrible. Horrible. She owes us a refund.
I am all about giving people opportunity and chance. However, Chef in Heels, when you set me up with an expectation of what we're going to have in food, caliber, taste, design, expectation, presentation, that is what I'm looking for. When you bring in some aluminum pans and stuff that's supposed to be cold is melted and stuff that's supposed to be hot is not even warm, I'm a little upset. You are the one who told me this is what we were going to have. That's not what was presented. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, won't be a second chance here.
Coming up next.
Positive thing, she's all ears, but I've noticed how she has this defense when I'm trying to express myself of something negative.
Right.
And I just don't want to deal with all that.
This is not a pen. It's a pair of scissors. It's also a glue stick. And whilst it's an itchy head scratcher, it's also a neat little shortcut. Because this is not a pen. This is the all-new Samsung Galaxy Note 4.
It's Macy's Super Saturday Sale with a preview day Friday. Save 50 to 75% store-wide. Plus, get an extra 20% off with your Macy's card or WOW Savings Pass. Text TV to 62297 to get your WOW Pass sent directly to your phone.
You pay your auto insurance premium every month on the dot. You're like the poster child for paying on time. And then one day, you tap the bumper of a station wagon. No big deal until your insurance company jacks up your rates. You freak out. What good is having insurance if you get punished for using it? Hey, insurance companies, newsflash. Nobody's perfect.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise your rates due to your first accident. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Why do so many kids bring their parents to South Texas Dental? Because the dentists here are very gentle. My dad's kind of a chicken, so they let me stay with him. They have late hours so I can bring my mom after school on Saturdays. They take care of our whole family here. My mom had a really bad toothache, and I knew they'd take walk-ins. The hardest part is getting my dad out of the playroom.
South Texas Dental. Dental home for children and adults.
So today Chandra's coming over to my house. She told me she wanted to talk to me about some things, some personal things that's going on. Child, I only can imagine what she's about to say, but hopefully it's not too bad. So I got my thinking cap on for this one. Hey, Shandra Faye.
Hey, Derrick.
Good to see you, girl.
You too. You look nice.
You look cute too. Have a seat.
Okay.
Girl, you want some of this tea or what?
Yeah, I'm a little posh.
You're posh.
Yes.
You posh.
Posh, honey.
Like the old one, I'm posh.
Oh, you know.
Girl, I'm surprised you ain't got no pearls on, but it messed up
Well, I
with
got my
your
bling. Yeah, I got my little bling. You know, the girl don't have to have some bling on, honey.
All right.
Don't give me too much though.
Let me get you some tea, girl.
Okay, what's
Get you some tea,
going on with you?
Well, girl, just busy as ever, working.
I know.
And I love this tea, child, from Chicken Express, honey.
Come on, Chicken Express.
But they make I hate their chicken, but I love the tea.
Okay.
It's so good.
It's kind of weird, but okay.
I know, right?
I just thought I'd shoot out.
So what's been going on with you?
Oh, Derrick, nothing, busy as usual, as I'm sure you are as well. But I have a lot of things I've just been holding in. I said, let me call my good friend Derrick and see if he's available today. I went to a little banquet today, so that's why I'm kind of blinged up a little bit. But I just wanted to stop by, you know, and get a couple of things off my chest because...
Well, what's going on?
Well, you know, we all have gone through a lot of things through life. However, you know, it's a point in time I'm in my life now where I just had to really realize I have some little bitterness within.
Well, what you bitter about? What you bitter about?
I'm getting to that.
I'm just saying, girl, because you beat around the bush.
I was molested at a young age.
What?
Yeah, and it was by one of my aunts. And I was 4. It lasted a few years or whatever, but you know, I want to really talk about it in depth with my mom, but I don't think she's gonna really hear me.
Right.
You know, when you want to talk to your parents, you don't want them to come with the mama thing, and I need you to listen and hear me, not just listen, but hear me.
I think I would have a little problem with how if my mom was Chandra's mom and she dealt with a situation like that, I think I would probably be really pissed off. Because at the end of the day, as your child, I'm coming to tell you about something that was traumatic and horrific that happened to me. And so I would expect my mom to really have a, good listening ear about that and really take action on it. I mean, granted, it was years ago, but still.
I am the ghost of cookies past. Residue.
That's so gross.
Well, you didn't use new Pam. So it looks like you're stuck with me.
Bargain brand cooking spray leaves annoying residue. That's why there's new Pam.
I was not aware of how much acidity was in my diet. I was so focused on making good food choices, I had no idea that it was damaging the enamel of my teeth. I wanted to fix it. I wanted to fix it right away. My dentist recommended Promotional. He said that Promotional can make my teeth stronger, that it was important, that is something I could do each day to help protect the enamel of my teeth. Promotional is definitely helping me to lead the life that I want to live.
the sophisticated and powerful 2015 Lexus RXF Sport. Now the journey is more exciting than the destination.
At the Butler Enterprises, we provide a full range of services to make your event as successful as possible. We can do everything from simply helping you organize your event to selecting and managing every element and vendor. No matter what you need, we can help. We specialize in taking your event planning from hectic to heaven. Taking care of business is what I do. I'm more than a name. I'm an enterprise.
You pay for your data every month. So why does your carrier take back what you don't use? What the? It's your data. Introducing Data Stash. Now at T-Mobile, all your unused data rolls forward to the next month. And we'll even get you started with 10 gigabytes of free 4G LTE data. It's your data. Keep it. Data Stash. Only from T-Mobile.
He paid for you.
It's a German luxury sedan, but it's still an Audi. The Audi A4 Performance Sedan.
I really want to talk about it in depth more with my mother. She knows about it now, but she don't know the in-depthness of it, of how I went through that thing. And I mean, I really have empathy for those who have dealt with molestation, whether it was a boyfriend, a husband, because I've been molested before. I'm not, you know, it's just.
But do you think, but what is it that you're afraid to talk to your mom about? Like, what part of it that you don't want to tell her?
I want to tell her the acts of what happened. I want to tell her how I felt and how sometimes I still feel now as an adult. Because it makes you feel dirty, even though it may sound strange, but it does.
But that's your mama. Why would you feel dirty? Well, I mean, why do you feel like she gonna have a problem with you telling her what happened?
Because my mama don't really listen when it comes to me really expressing myself about whatever it may be of something on a negative realm. Positive thing, she's all ears, but I've noticed how she has this defense when I'm trying to express myself of something negative.
Right.
And I just don't want to deal with all that.
Well, I definitely think that you need to talk to her regardless of how you feel like, you know, regardless of what you think she's gonna feel. Because at the end of the day, I believe that secrets always end up tearing people down in the end. And I've seen it in my own life. You know, I've told you the battle I had about my sexuality and coming out to my parents. And I realized over the years, I was a slave to that. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't stop me from being a good person. It didn't stop me from being a good business person or any of those things. But my own fear is what crippled me. So I think you need to tell your mom.
But how? I mean, how do you really go and deal with your mother that your sister molested me? How do you, like I said, she knows about it because I've told her, but I didn't expound on it. And I think that she just needs to know as my mother. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't need to tell her. I don't really know what I don't know.
You need to tell her, because at the end of the day, I'm telling you, it's gonna eat you up, and it's already doing that now. And I've seen how these kind of secrets tear people up. Grown people making badass decisions because of their past and not resolving it. This is an unresolved issue. And I feel like your mom, you should give your mom a little more credit. If she's your mom, the way I know her to be, then I get the feeling that even though she may not want to hear that, she's still gonna, at the end of the day, come around.
I mean, because even when I told her that I was molested, and then when the years may have passed after that where I told her who it was, I mean, she got so defensive with me, I'm not saying that she said it was my fault the way her actions were, but she wasn't hearing and listening to me, really.
Okay, but you have to look at it this way. Maybe she was offensive. One of the things that surprises me about Shandra is for all the bravado that she has, she strikes me as a person that's kind of childish when it comes to how she relates to her mom. And I just told her, like, girl, you need to go on and tell your mom what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, that's still your mom and she's gonna respect you. So just be honest and upfront. And I believe that'll help her in the end.
it's been bothering me, Derrick. You know, even when I initially told my mother that I was molested, you know, I had to start dressing in a different room, or I had to go in the bathroom and get dressed when my sister getting dressed in the room, or couldn't be in the room with my mom when she's, you know, naked getting dressed or whatever. And I'm like, I didn't understand that as a child. I'm like, that's my mama, that's my sister, why I can't get dressed in open room, you know?
Right.
So I felt kind of isolated, well not kind of, I felt isolated a lot of times. Sometimes I'd be in a closet with the door closed with the lights out, or I'd be in the washroom with the lights out just sitting there. It's a lot of isolation because I didn't understand. I didn't know how to express that to my mother after letting her know what has occurred with me.
I just feel like you're letting too much of the fear of telling her override what's really best for you, because I think, well, let me ask you this, have you felt like that's had a bad way of you connecting with other people based on this, like?
Well, I'm really a mama's girl in my own way, and I feel that that barrier comes up when my mom is speaking with me about something, and I see that from the past. I see that same resemblance of how she treated me. And she denies it. When I brought it up before, she said, I didn't do that. I'm like, Mama, yes you did, I remember. Those kind of moments in my life, I've had some happy moments in my life, of course, through childhood and all that. But that moment in my life, I would never ever forget. And I just don't feel, honestly, that she feels what I'm feeling. I don't expect her to feel what I'm feeling, but as a mother, I think she should listen to me more so I can get it out.
But have you ever thought about, I think what might be happening with your mom is that she is, because it's such a traumatic thing for her to think about, that she's blocking it out. So she don't.
But that's not right though.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is it happens subconsciously. Like it's a subconscious thing. Her subconscious has blocked that event out, so she doesn't recall it, because in her mind, she's displaced thought, because it's so damaging. Like, it's just like, somebody touched my baby and then let alone my sister. I mean, anybody I think would have a hard time trying to process that. So but I still think that you probably should give her a little more credit. Go talk to her, and it's clearly bothering you regardless of how you think she's gonna receive it. At least, if nothing else, at least you got it off your chest, and you know that you like.
But I don't think it's gonna be the same effect though, Derrick. I mean, really. I mean, I know you came to your father about, your family rather, about your personal preference of your sexuality, however, your decisions or whatever. But I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, why waste my time and effort? For what? Because that's gonna piss me off. More so, I have to remember that's my mother. It's gonna piss me off. Really, I think I'm gonna get really irate with her.
But, okay. Nothing beats a try but failing to do so. And I'm just telling you.
I don't know, dude.
No, listen. Because the problem is you keep sitting there talking about what's gonna piss you off. To me, I think you're putting the cart before the horse in this situation. You need to do it. Quit being a punk, because I think you're being a punk about it.
What?
I'm just, I'm serious.
I ain't never scared, but however.
No, I am. I'm serious. I think that you need to me, this is the problem with us being analysts, because we overthink stuff. And this is what I think you're doing right now concerning your mom. You need to quit overthinking it. Go talk to her. Clearly it's bothering you.
And you know what? One other thing.
What?
She wasn't the only one.
Well.
So it's like, damn, what? Because when she got defensive with me telling her my aunt, I didn't even display the other person. I mean, then what you do? What do you do?
Now, even though Shandra had this experience years ago, I still can see how it affects her today. And frankly, I would be a little taken aback too by my mom. I felt like my mom responded the way Shandra's did. I just feel like I don't really know too much about the situation other than what was told. But what I do know is that I would expect my mom to have my back regardless of who it was in the family.
Oh, Egg McMuffin, good call, babe. And you're definitely not my boyfriend. Oh.
It's easy to get lost in breakfast at McDonald's.
Here at Jones Girls Inc. Models, we specialize in full-figure modeling and runway training for all ages. Our main goal is providing quality service and client satisfaction. We strive to make you happy.
Waterproofing your deck or replacing your rails? Do it right with Duradeck. For over 35 years now, Canada's most trusted name in decks and balconies. Duradeck. We've got you covered.
When the Dodge brothers started this company, the horse was a reasonable measure of power. It was a simpler time.
When it comes to modeling, Miss J. Shell has it. Can't even argue that point. Walk, baby, walk. Big girl got it going on. When it comes to public speaking, that's where we need the help at. Now, what you need to do is hire the Butler Enterprises. We will speak on your behalf.
I'm Joe J. Shell Jones, and I am the CEO of Jones Girls Inc. Full Figure Models. Pretty much God put it on my heart to help full figure women here in Dallas fulfill their dreams as models. A lot of them are, I'd say, range from size 10 to 22, the models that I have. And probably most of them would not be able to walk the runway. I've been featured on Channel 4, to talk about my company, and basically that's it. But I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to help the models. I have over 27 models that are pretty active. We participate in fashion shows, hair shows, photo shoots. Some have been in magazines. I have a model, she works for Forever 21, HSN Network, and that's it.
Next time on The Moguls Dallas.
Tanisha just share, child. If Derrick is waiting on them to get right, he gonna be messed up. You know, he really is. And I think he's expecting everybody to do their part, and he's really thinking that everybody's gonna handle up and meet at the table. Yeah. And I try to stay in my lane and my business, but I want to tell him so bad last week, you a fool. You're a fool. Child, Tanisha ain't even got gas money to come to the meeting, let alone. But anyway.
Hey, Mr. Hargraves. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. You look nice.
I know.
Look at you. Got you all
Don't
swallowed
look so
up.
bad yourself.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Oh, wow.
For more information about the Dallas Moguls, visit our website at mogultv.us.
The preceding program was brought to you by Mogul TV.